All right, this is John with TPF, Trips, Places, and Fun. I was at Starbucks today and just chilling out, relaxing, and I thought, wow, it's really different here during the off season, like big time. And I thought it'd be cool to talk with you all about what it's like to be in Branson, to visit Branson, to live in Branson when all of the tourists are gone. All right, so yeah, I was at Starbucks hanging out with Ella, watching the football game, doing some work for Escape Code on my laptop, and getting some coffee. And I get it's an Americano, a decaf Americano, and with cream and some Splenda in there. So gotta love it. So, but I was thinking like, wow, things are so different in the off season. We get this question all the time. What is Branson like during the off season? What do you do when everybody is gone? So I thought I would just kind of almost off the cuff. I have some notes here, but kind of off the cuff. What is my experience being here in Branson, Missouri? Now, of course, someone who lives here versus someone who's visiting here, the experience is going to be a little bit different, but there's also some overlap. So let me throw some of these ideas out at you. And oh, by the way, you're going to want to hang on through this entire video because I have something special for you. Like, it's really cool. My daughter, Ella, she made a video. I'm going to show you that video. It's epic, and also give you an opportunity to encourage her. Hey, how about that? That would be awesome. So that's going to be at the end of the video. But what's Branson like in the off season? I think about during the season, it's always just so much fun and chaotic and busy and so much activity, and millions of people are visiting, and it's just this wonderland of entertainment and attractions and, just people everywhere, and Silver Dollar City's rocking, and it is the place to be. And so I'm thinking, wow, the contrast is so radically different. In fact, I recently posted to Facebook, and I put I think there was a list of 13 places that I have lived, and I ranked them from favorite to least favorite. And, so I've lived in places like San Diego, it was high on the list. Colorado Springs, high on the list. And then there were other places and amazing people in these places. And so it has nothing to do with our friends there, but it has to do with just living there. And so, some spots that didn't quite make, they're pretty low. I'm thinking, Kansas City and Detroit and Dallas, and just our experience there, not as great as, some other places. And the reason why, partially, especially with Detroit, the weather, it's like, how do you do it? If you're from Detroit, I lived there for a long time, but I'm still asking the question, how do you do it? The weather is absolutely brutal. But again, we have some amazing friends there and all of that. We love those guys. But the very top of the list is Branson, Missouri. Out of every place that we have ever lived, Branson, Missouri. And when we were about to move somewhere, we could have moved anywhere that we wanted, anywhere in the nation, and we chose Branson. We wanted to be here, and we've been here for several years, and it is our favorite place that we have ever lived. We do not want to go anywhere else at all. Maybe we'll snowbird a little bit down in Florida. We've been thinking about that, but Branson, Missouri. But so during the season, amazing, but it's off season right now. So in the off season, it's kind of like a normal small town. It's just, you go to any typical small town, and it's not going to be very busy, and you're just kind of doing your thing. It kind of feels like that a little bit, but interestingly, there's this dramatic, almost black and white contrast between the busy season and the slow season. And so all of a sudden, we'll go from a busy, rockin' Christmas season. We're just, people are everywhere and things are slamming. All of a sudden, overnight, boom, everybody's gone. And you see this trail of cars and RVs and going out of town, up, Highway 65 out of Branson towards Springfield, and wow, and they're gone, and everybody's gone, and you're all by yourself. And all of a sudden, now you can hear a pin drop, and you listen to the birds chirping, and it's a whole different experience, and nobody's around. But so it's sudden. We work at Escape Code, and here's Here's our never-ending promo in all of our videos here when we do it in the studio. We own that business, and so during the season, especially now, when the labor shortage has been kind of crazy and staffing has been an issue, so we've been working a lot, and we worked a ton over Christmas and over the summer. But then all of a sudden, here we are in January, and we're just waking up in the morning, taking a deep breath, and we're thinking, "Wow, what are we going to do today?" It's slow. We can revitalize, get refreshed. And so that's very different. Escape Code is slower, still open. People are still visiting, but it's much, much slower, and our staff is able to handle it most of the time. So that's, and that's the case all over Branson. All of a sudden, stores and attractions and shows that were just filled to capacity overnight. Depending on the season, but especially now, January, February, overnight, boom, it's shut down. It's slow. Some of the shows do shut down. Most of them do. Some stay open, but sudden slowdown is definitely something that you're going to experience. You can, what else? What else is it like in January, February? You can get anywhere you want fast. Now, even during the summer, we can almost get anywhere fast. Usually 10, 15 minutes max from one side of the town to the other. If you know the back roads and all of that kind of stuff. But I'm talking about we can just shoot right down the strip, just go, and there's nobody there, very few cars, and we're just flying. And so it's easy to get around. It's easy to get from one end of the strip down to the other, and there's no traffic, and there's no slow drivers. And so those are two different issues. So traffic is one thing, but the slow drivers, God bless you, slow drivers, and they're just slow. These people are from either they're just slowly going down the strip, just looking at everything, or they're slowly going around curves because they're from flatland in Oklahoma and Minnesota, and they're not sure about all of these curvy curves, and so they're going really slow. And here, in a lot of these places, there's no passing lane, and so you're praying for all of these people. God bless that slow driver right there, and God, I prayed that you would just be with them and encourage them, and you just and then you just have patience. God, I pray that you'd give me patience in Jesus' name, amen. And so that's kind of but in the winter, in January and February, you're not going to get a whole lot of that at all, and so you're able to move about much more freely. All right, what else is going on in the wintertime? These are just off the cuff, raw kind of, what I'm picking up on. They're not positives and negatives necessarily, but how about this one? There's no Silver Dollar City. Now that's a bummer. Because if you follow this channel, you know that we are out at Silver Dollar City multiple times a week. And I'm there doing photography, taking photos. Of course, we're there making videos. If you're just new to this channel, by the way you're going to be able to see all this, Ella made this, and by the way, this is not what I'm talking about. I'm going to show you something else she did in just a little bit. But she made this, and I think it's an incredibly good suggestion. Sub to the channel and just click. It's the easiest thing you've ever done. I mean, you can almost do it with your eyes closed. Click, and then ding the bell, and then so you'll always be notified when we have these videos coming up. And so we've got all these Silver Dollar City videos, and we're out there, we'll be there opening day, and we're there opening day of the Christmas season and during pumpkins, and we're showcasing rides and food and shows and all of that kind of stuff. And so it's a bummer right now. We live 5 minutes away from Silver Dollar City, the best theme park in the nation, the happiest place on earth, and we can't go. I've talked to Amy that it would, we've talked about what would it be like to live in Orlando, and you could, year round. There's no closures. Go to Disney and Universal anytime you wanted if you have season passes. But here in Branson, Silver Dollar City is closed. And not only is it closed, it's closed it's January, February, and the first part of March. But then even after that a little bit, it's not open every day. But right now it's closed always. And it's like, I got to get back out there and just to be in the atmosphere and to walk around and see the folks. And so Silver Dollar City is closed. So that's a big bummer. And by the way, if you're planning on vacationing here during this season, it'll be more relaxing and slow paced. There's things to do, but Silver Dollar City is not one of them. All right, what else? The weather is kind of dreary during these 2 months. January is my least favorite month. February, close behind. But it's not like Michigan or Minnesota or up north. It's not like that where it's just painful to be alive because of the cold. But it's kind of dreary. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? Those slow winter days and early nights where it's dark at like 4 o'clock or something like that, or 5 o'clock. And it's just, I don't know. It just kind of has that dreary feel, and it's in the 40s, and you're lucky if it gets into the 50s, and you're sad if it's in the 30s, and overnight in the 20s, and every now and then you're blessed and it gets into the 60s, and it's kind of that situation going on. But it is what it is. But it's just kind of a instead of that exciting summer sun, right? What else we got here? I'm numbering them. My number 6 here is there are some attractions open. There are, you can go to different places. I'm not going to name them off right now because I'm not sure exactly what their schedule is, but there are full-time, year-round attractions that you can experience, and so you can come and have fun, and we live here, and we can go out and have fun. We went mini golfing the other day, indoor mini golf, and, so there are things to be done, and so that's kind of what, but it's not everything. It's not this big bustling kind of tourist town right now, but if you want to go to certain things, you definitely can. What else we got here? Oh, the stores aren't busy. That's so wonderful. Man, you can go to Walmart, Branson Landing, you go to Tanger, you go to some of these other stores, and it's easy. It's awesome. There's nobody there. I mean, there's few people there, right? And it's not like it's just slam packed. It's nice. It's so nice. I went to Best Buy earlier today, and there was just a handful of people in the store. It was just wonderful. Went to Starbucks. It wasn't busy at all, which in the summertime, oh my goodness, especially the downtown Starbucks. Woo, baby. It is, I mean, that the drive-through line is going down the road a lot of the time. So it's not like that at all. Pretty much, any store you're going to go to, it's going to be pretty wide open for you. What else we got here? Oh, in January and February, we like to go on vacation. So that makes it easy for us. And we just got back from Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge. And so we'll head out and we'll do little trips or longer trips or whatever. But January and February, great times for us to do that. So that's fun. So we can always look forward to that every year where we're able to get out more easily. And we'll take little trips during the rest of the year too, but certainly in January and February, since it's so slow, we can get out of here and go do some other things. What else here in Branson? Oh, there's no lake fun, really. Can't go swimming, tubing, skiing, none of that at all, which is kind of a bummer. And, the Showboat Branson Bell's not going on, and you can't rent a jet ski, and you can't, you can still go fishing and stuff if you do that. We aren't fisher folks. But, the lake is, it's not that exciting to be on the lake as far as I'm concerned anyway. Lake Taneycomo might be different as a cold water lake, and you get out and still go fishing and doing that kind of stuff. That's cool. But the lake life, there's no lake life in January and February. So that's a bummer. The next one here. We miss the tourists. There comes a point. I'm speaking for myself. I love meeting people from all over the place. I love it. When we're at work, we're at Escape Code, and we're meeting people, and I always ask, where you're from, and they're coming from all over the place, and tell me your story, and have you ever done an escape room before, and oh really, and how did you like ours, and oh they loved it, and oh that's just amazing, and what other escape rooms, that's what we ask at our business. What other escape rooms have you done? And they'll tell us about that. So we just get into having good conversation with people, and we get to meet new people all the time, day after day after day. And I love that. I love it. Right now, there's just no tourists here, or very few, and it's just a different vibe for sure. There's other things. Have you ever visited Branson in January, February? What are your impressions? What did you experience? What did you do when you were here during the off months? What kind of things did you notice were open and not open? Was it worth your trip? Was it worth a vacation to come, during the off season? We're going to talk about things changing suddenly, when spring break hits in March, this thing is going to explode overnight. So it's going to be rocking all of a sudden coming up here in March. But here in January and February, it's not like that. Tell me what you have experienced. You know, maybe you live here and you're watching this. Maybe you have visited here and you would say it was good. It was not good. I couldn't find anything to do, or it's exactly what I was looking for. I could relax. You know, the prices are cheaper on lodging and all that kind of stuff. What did you go through? All right. So there you have it. That's kind of, just kind of a quick rundown of Branson, Missouri. Now, don't leave. Don't you do it. Don't leave. I want to show you something. Ella cracks me up. And she came up with this, I'm going to call it a scheme. She's a schemer, but a good one. And she put up on in our living room that she wants to do work, and she wants to take donations for her work. And she created a video, and I'm going to show you this video right now. But the way you're going to be able to participate is you can encourage Ella by, and I don't ever do anything like this, and who knows if it'll even work. But you can encourage her in the comments, and if you want to, you can leave a donation, and everything will go to her. And so, for example, one of the things that she does, she'll write you an encouraging letter for whatever amount you want to donate. She wrote an encouraging letter to her brother her two brothers for $10 each, and two brothers gave her $10, and she wrote her an encouraging note. And she wrote, and I'm going to show you her video in a second. It's awesome. But she this is the one that she gave me. Dear Dad, you are the best dad in the whole entire world. That's pretty awesome. Out of all the dads, you are very funny. You always make me laugh with your funny dances. You're never going to see one of those. And so I love you so much. And so she sent me that. But check out this one. This is this is her notes before she put out the official version. Check this out. If you're feeling blue, down. I think she went with blue instead of down. If you're feeling blue, then this is the right thing for you. Oh, she's rhyming. I will make you a 1-page long encouraging note. This says, if interested, call her number. I don't have her number displayed there. But if you're interested, you can leave some comments. And then if you want a Cash App or some money or whatever, we can make that happen. I don't ever ask for this kind of stuff, but I think it would be cool. She's really going for it. Okay, enough. Let's see her video. Here we go. I'm going to bleep out the phone number that she speaks, so you hear a bleep. But here's the video.
Are you looking for somebody to help you out around the house? Well, that's perfect, because I'm looking for some quick cash. I'm available to help you out around the house, like putting away dishes, sleeping, putting away pillows, hanging up clothes, cleaning the windows, vacuuming, and cleaning bathrooms. I'm also available for writing you a loving note in case you feel down, taking out the trash, and cooking you some dinner. If any of that sounds interesting to you, please contact me at Please Donate Now.
All right. There it is, everybody. And if you want to encourage her any way you want, whether you want to donate, she will write you one of these notes. She'll send you one of these encouraging letters. I think that would be awesome. And she'll do it right there in the comments. She'll write you an encouraging letter right there in the comments. And I would encourage you maybe to make a little donation, $1, $5, $10, whatever you want. But I don't know. It's kind of cool, right? It's kind of fun. All right, there you have it. And I'll display Ella's creation right here one more time. Oops, upside down. There we go. Sub to TPF, and do that, and you'll be extremely happy with your decision. For sure, you will, because you'll get to see John and Amy bringing you all this stuff day after day after day after day. All right, you're amazing. You give yourself a hug. Give yourself a hug. You are absolutely incredible. We do this for you. All right, there you have it. We'll come back again soon with more cruise news, Branson news, travel news, vacation news, breaking news. And until then, safe travels, everyone.